quite a while since I last filmed a video. I started a new position teaching with a new grade level, new school, new content area, and that's been a little overwhelming, and so I have not gotten a chance to do much filming here, but I have a ton of empties that I have finished up recently, so I thought I would go through with you guys, share my thoughts. I have a lot of skincare and hair care stuff especially. I went through a ton of samples this month, or the last few months I guess, and share my thoughts. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the makeup products first. So honestly, I had a handful of products that expired that I didn't get to use much, that just went into my empties bin because I didn't really get to use them. This Well People mascara I think I got in like a Target beauty box, and I'm pretty sure this is a more natural brand, and I just realized I had it in my stash of mascaras and it's already dried out. So that one I didn't really even get to use. I have the sample of the Urban Decay Original Eyeshadow Primer Potion, so this one is just like the nude colored one. I tried to put it into a container so that it wouldn't dry out, and it still dried out, so I actually got it sitting over here, but it was still dry, and everything over top of it that I tried to use kind of creased up and like got stuck in patches, so that wasn't so great for me. I also have an eyeshadow insurance from Too Faced that there's some in here, but I feel like it's squirting out like oily stuff instead of the actual eyeshadow primer potion, so I'm just going to get rid of it and probably get a Milani one. And then also I had this Pores No More Pore Refining Primer from Dr. Brandt, and I've had this for probably too long because I used it and I think my skin reacted to it and I got lots of texture and little bumps and things like that, so I'm not going to continue to use that even though there's more product in it because my skin doesn't seem to be reacting well with it. I used up this Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil, and this is one of the one that's more of like a teardrop shape one. There's probably a little bit more product in there that I could push out if I really wanted to, but this one was just fine. I have an Ofra pencil that I like better, so I probably wouldn't repurchase this one. I think I got it in a set and it was fine, but it just was not my favorite thing ever. I have this IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara sample, and this was fine. It wasn't anything that completely blew me away. It's definitely dried out at this point. I have a Lancome one that I've been pairing with my Maybelline one that I like, but this one was just fine. It wasn't something that I would feel the need to go get a full size of. And then lastly, for makeup products, I have this Tarte Quench Lip Rescue. It's more like a balm than it is a lipstick, and it was like a very nude, neutrally color. I think it was in the color nude. This I really, really liked. It was a really nice, just like no makeup type look, so I could put it on if I had a full face of makeup and it looked nice, or I could put it on if I was just wanting some color and some moisture on my lips, and it was great. So this line is actually something I might look into at some point if it's still around. I probably had the sample for too long now, but I really, really did like this. Okay, on to face care. I have a ton of face care, especially samples this month. For the summer I was watching my niece and nephew, and so a lot of times I would work out in the morning and then go to my sister's house and shower there and get ready, just because it was more timely to get ready there and wait for the kids than to come back to my house. So when I did that, I used up a lot of samples. I had a lot of sample stuff with me, and that's a lot of what I've got here. So, alright, I will start out with the full-size stuff first to get it out of the way. So I have 5 of these packages of the Peach Slices Acne Spot Dots. These I've talked about a ton on my channel before. I absolutely love them. They're basically these little clear stickers that you put on acne, and it helps dry it out or pull out any of the pus and stuff that's inside of it. They're fantastic. I find mine at CVS, and I always have a back stock of them because I go through them fairly quickly. My skin was really, really bad this summer. I was struggling with it quite a bit, and so I clearly used quite a few of these to help me with that. I also went through this pack of Beekman 1802 Honeyed Grapefruit Facial Cleansing Wipes. My mom has gotten me a few packs of these. She finds them on HSN, I think, and they are supposed to have goat milk in them, which is supposed to be really good for your skin. I usually use these in the morning if I'm trying to just cleanse my face really quickly and I don't feel like fully washing it, because that way I don't feel like the goat milk goes to waste, because most of the time if I'm taking off my makeup or something with them, then I'm going to do a double cleanse, so I don't waste these on taking off my makeup. I liked the other ones that I've tried. This particular scent, the honey grapefruit, was not my favorite. I thought it smelled kind of gross, but I do like these wipes in other scents. I used up this Biore Deep Cleansing Pore Strips box. I always get the ones that have a mixture of like the straight across ones that I use on my chin and my nose. I use them once a week or so, sometimes once every couple of weeks, after I do a mask, so usually it pulls out more. I usually get really bad blackheads around, or whiteheads around the corners or edges of my nose, and this really helps with that so that my makeup applies more smoothly, so I always have a backstock of these as well. I have a handful of cleansers here. So the first one I really like, I've repurchased this before. This is the Origins Checks and Balances Frothy Face Wash. This one is a really nice face wash that I feel like helps balance my skin more. I have really oily skin, so I feel like this does a nice job of maintaining that a little bit better than some of my other face washes. It is more expensive though. I also really like this Biore Charcoal Deep Pore Cleanser. This one I actually have repurchased and is in my shower currently. I feel like it does a nice job of cleaning out my pores and making my skin feel really clean. I feel like the charcoal is very refreshing too, so usually this is like a really good morning one or after I've worked out type of cleanser, but I'm a fan of this one. I have it again. This is a makeup removing cleansing balm. I believe this is the Equate brand. I did a video quite a while back that was a this or that comparing several different cleansing balms. I will leave that linked here if you're interested. This one happened to be on clearance at Walmart when I bought it, and I can see why. It was really hard to rinse off and it smelled weird. It was definitely not my favorite. There is one from Body Shop that I absolutely love. That is my go-to. You've probably seen it in my empties quite a few times if you watched them. This one was bad, but I was determined to use it up, so I would never repurchase that. Even if I found it on clearance again, it was not great. I have two products from The Ordinary here. So I have the Buffet Multi-Technology Peptide Serum and the Lactic 10% Plus HA. These I ordered from Sephora, but I know that Ulta now has The Ordinary too. The lactic acid I got because I love Good Genes and I feel like my skin looks amazing when I use Good Genes, but this one I don't know that it made a huge difference to my skin. I feel like I'm better off shelling out the money for Good Genes when it's on sale somewhere. I really do like the Buffet. I actually bought another bottle of this one and I'll probably keep it in my rotation. I feel like my skin reacts well to it and I feel like I have less texture when I use it. Even though The Ordinary is cheap, the lactic acid I didn't feel like did much for me, but I really did like the Buffet one. I have a Proactive Extra Strength Formula Treatment Lotion. I use this all the time. I've mentioned these in many of my different empties videos. I've been using Proactive since I was a teenager. I feel like it's the only thing that keeps my skin under control. I have very acne prone skin, and so I will continue to use this because I do think it makes a huge difference for me. And the last full-size product that I have is this Clarisonic head. This one I believe is the Deep Pore Cleansing one. I really like my Clarisonic. I bought a Luna a few years back to try to save money on brush heads, but I found myself not using that one. I don't feel like it's nearly as effective as the Clarisonic. I've had my Clarisonic for like 8 years now and it's still going strong. So I love my Clarisonic. I think these heads are some of my favorite ones, these deep pore cleansing ones. I'm using the Radiance head right now and I don't like it nearly as much, so I would probably go back to these when I'm done with that. On to samples. So the first two samples I have I got in a set from Pharmacy. So the first one is the Honey Drop Lightweight Moisturizer. This was fine. It was a moisturizer. It was a pretty basic moisturizer. I don't think I would pay the money for Pharmacy stuff to get this one again. The packaging is really cool, but I just felt like it didn't do that much for my skin. It was just okay. The other one that I have here is their Sleep Tight Firming Night Balm. This one I actually really liked a lot. When I used this one, I felt like my skin felt really hydrated and soft in the morning. It was definitely more thick, and so sometimes my skin felt overly moisturized the next day, but overall I really liked this one. This is one that I would consider looking into and purchasing the full size. I clearly haven't at this point, but I would think about it. I have a bunch of samples that came in a Drunk Elephant kit that I got. Some were more successful than others. I have this Best Day No. 9 Jelly Cleanser. This was just fine. I didn't feel like anything about it was amazing. I wouldn't purchase it again. Drunk Elephant stuff is crazy expensive. I had this C Firma Day Serum. This smelled like bacon to me, and it kind of grossed me out to put on my skin. I don't feel like any of these I noticed a huge enough difference that I would want to buy the full size. I also have the Be Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum. Again, this one was fine, but I don't know that it made any huge difference to me that I would purchase the full size. The TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. This one I think I actually liked, but again, Drunk Elephant is so expensive that I don't think I would go out and buy it. And this is the Shaba Complex Eye Serum. This has a lot of product in it, but this summer I was having what seemed like an allergic reaction, and I think this is what was causing it. My eyes started to get really itchy, and then they would kind of swell up, and then they'd get dry and peely. And I think this was what caused it, because I would stop using it and the irritation would go away, and then I tried it one more time and it came back. So I think this was it. So I don't think I will ever want to use that on my face ever again, because it was not pleasant. I have a Cure eye cream. Maybe this is a full size too. A Cure eye cream. This was fine. It's a huge thing of eye cream, so it lasted a really long time. I don't know that it necessarily made that big of a difference on my skin. I don't know that I would go out of my way to purchase it again, but it was fine. And then I have 3 exfoliators. I have 2 from Ole Henriksen. So this one is the Pore Balance Facial Sauna Scrub. This one was kind of cool because you could feel the impact that it had on your skin. I used it in the shower and it felt like my pores were definitely opening up, and it was very cooling. I don't know that I would go out of my way to purchase it again, but it was neat to use. This one is the Ole Henriksen Transforming Walnut Scrub. This one was fine. It was really messy. It did a good job of exfoliating, but it was really messy. It wasn't necessarily my favorite. And then this is the St. Ives Blemish Control Apricot Scrub. I know that these are not great for your skin. I had it and I wanted to use it up, but I know that the walnut scrubs are supposed to, or the apricot scrubs are supposed to be pretty harsh, and they can cause micro tears in your skin. So probably not the best ever, but it was a good exfoliator. It felt like it was making a difference, but I know that it's also super harsh. And then the last facial product that I have here is this sample that I got, the Blackhead Steam Pore Pack and a Pore Original Pack. This was fine. I don't feel like it really made that big of a difference on my blackheads. I'm pretty sure I got this in like a Birchbox or something. I don't know. I wouldn't go out of my way to purchase it again. It was just fine. Next up, I have a hair care product. So the first thing that I have here are 2 hair dyes. These are the same hair dye. They are the Schwarzkopf Color Ultimate Flaming Reds in 5.28 Cocoa Red. It's what my hair was last dyed, although it's fading out now. But I really like this hair dye. I feel like the color is a good color where it's not too dark, especially in the summer. It's like a nice, more natural color. It's got a red tint to it, but it's not overly red. I always buy these at CVS. They're my favorite, so you've probably seen these in quite a few videos. I have a Costco size bottle here of the Ava NYC Soften Up Conditioner. These I really like. I still have the shampoo that I'm finishing up in my shower, but I'm a big fan of Ava NYC line. I think they smell really good and they make my hair feel really soft. So if I saw these at Costco again, I would probably pick them up again because I think the pump's convenient and I really like the shampoo and conditioner. I have this dry shampoo that is from OGX. It's the Argan Oil of Morocco dry shampoo. This was fine. I bought it because Jessica Braun talked about it, and I don't feel like it made that huge of a difference for me. It didn't smell super great. I have another one that has a coconut scent from the same brand that I like much better. I have a hard time with dry shampoos because I'm very picky about them. I have quite a few that I've used that didn't really do much to absorb oil. I feel like this was kind of one of those, so it's not my favorite ever. I used up this sample pack of Nexus Humectress Protein Complex Intensely Hydrating Mask. This was really nice actually. It made my hair feel really nice and soft, and it lasted me several uses, so I didn't use up this whole pack in one use, and I liked it a lot. Same as face care products, I have a lot of samples that I went through this summer. So I've got the Schwarzkopf Gliss Hair Repair Ultra Moisture Shampoo and Conditioner. This smelled really good actually, and I really liked. I don't know if this brand is still around because I know that they've reformulated a couple different times, but if I saw this I would consider picking it up because I do feel like my hair felt really soft when I used it and it smelled pretty good. I have 2 different Hask samples that I used up. So I have the Superfruit Brilliant Shine Complex and the Charcoal with Citrus Oil. These are both fine. I have another one that smells really good in my bathroom right now. That's a Hask brand. Neither of these were like blow me out of the water. I needed to buy a full size. But the one I have right now I like a lot. I have the Dove Regenerative Nourishment Conditioner and Shampoo. These are fine, not my favorites. I used to love Dove shampoo, but I haven't used it in quite a while. Neither of these were like amazing. I need to buy the full size. I have this John Frieda Frizz Ease Daily Nourishment. Again, this one's fine. It's not anything that was so amazing that I felt like I needed to buy the full size. These last 2 hair care products, I actually hated the smell of both of these. So I have the Wave Spray. This was a little sample I got, I think, in Birchbox. I've been doing my hair a lot where I will braid it at night and then I will spray it with a sea salt spray in the morning and put a few curls in it, and I like it a lot. I've been doing that a ton. So I've gone through quite a few sea salt sprays. This was probably the least favorite that I've been through in a while. It smelled not great and I feel like it dried out my hair more than others. And then this is a Briogeo Don't Despair Repair hair mask. The smell of this one is not my favorite. It smells almost medicinal to me. I do feel like it made my hair feel soft, but I didn't love it beyond that. I haven't filmed in so long that my camera is dying, so let me see if I can get through these last few things quickly here. Next is body care. So I finished up this Raw Sugar Simply body wash. This one is the raw coconut and mango scent. I really like the Raw Sugar body washes and hand washes. I think that they are great. I have a Raw Sugar Simply hand wash cold press, same scent here. I love these and I will continue to repurchase these hand soaps because they are some of my favorites. The body wash is also really nice and I got this one in a little set, so I really like both of these. I think Raw Sugar is a good brand. It's a little bit more expensive, but I think it's good. In that same little kit that I got the body wash, I got a body butter, same scent, raw coconut and mango. This I really like. I find that this body butter stays more sticky than some of the other ones that I've used, but I still really like it. I find it to be super hydrating, and I would probably repurchase a full size if I run out of body butters at some point in the future. I have two different Dove body washes. So I have the Moroccan Argan Oil and the Purely Pampering in Sweet Cream with Peony. I like the Dove body washes a lot. I haven't had them in a long time, but these samples are great. I actually really liked the Purely Pampering one. I felt like that left my skin much more hydrated. So at some point I might go back and purchase those again because I used to love them and I just haven't used them in a while. I have two razor blades here. So I have the Schick Hydro, which has been my main razor that I've been using in my shower most of the summer. I used to use a brand that I think they've actually shut down now. That was an online brand and they were great for a while and then their quality went downhill, so I've been paying an unnecessary amount for these. And then I also have the Venus razor blade. These are not my favorite. I prefer the Schick to these, but these I use because I have my little mini Venus that is easy to travel with, that comes in like a little pod type thing. So I use those for that, but that's the only reason I would ever buy those is for traveling. They're not my favorite usually. I have 3 perfume samples here. So I have Viva La Juicy Soiree. I honestly didn't remember that one until I sprayed it, but I do tend to like the Viva La Juicy scents. I think that they're nice. They are a little bit on the young smelling side, but I think they're pleasant. I have the Citrine Nest Fine Fragrances. These are not my favorite. I used it up because I'm trying to use up my samples, but this is not one that I would ever go out and purchase. And then I have a Fortune Cookie Soap one that I don't remember what scent it was. It was like a vanilla cupcake scent. They always have perfume oils, and then every so often they have a choose your own perfume oil event that you can buy old ones that they used to have in certain collections. I really liked this one, although the oils I have to be careful with because if they get on your shirt then they stain your shirt. So I accidentally sprayed one on one of my favorite workout shirts and it kind of messed with the material a little bit, so you have to be careful with them. But I do like Fortune Cookie soaps a lot. They have some really good scents. So if you're into more natural brands, I would check them out. The final 2 things that I have here for my empties, I have this Scentsationals Apples. So this is the Walmart brand Wax Melts. This one smelled really good. It smells like the typical fall scents that you get from Bath & Body Works, like those apple-y scents. I love those. These are some of my favorites. I would buy more of these, and I really like the Scentsational brand. I think it's a good one. And then I also used up this Zealous Oil Lavender Oil. I haven't been using my essential oils nearly as much in our diffusers recently. This was good for like calming, but I haven't used many of my oils in a little while because I've just been lazy when I go to bed. So this isn't necessarily one I would recommend because it's high quality or anything. It's just one that I happen to have that I used up. Okay, that was a lot of empties. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my thoughts. I will try to be filming here more regularly as I get settled into my position. I have 2 classes for my master's this semester as well, so it's busy. I don't know that I will be super consistent all the time, but I'll do my best. I have several video ideas that have been floating around in my brain that I just haven't had the time to film, so hopefully I will be able to make some more time soon. If you guys have any video requests of things that you'd really like to see from me, let me know that in the comments down below. I want to do a favorites video because I have a lot of products I've been loving recently, so hopefully that'll be up soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any empties that you finished up recently, let me know that in the comments below. Or if you have any thoughts on any of the products I mentioned, let me know that as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.